Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I got the Buccaneers and the Chiefs gameplay right here in the new Madden 22 beta. This is one of the first games I was actually able to play, and I do have a lot of thoughts on this new Madden, but the one thing that I really did like while I was testing everything out was the run game, because normally when we play, we can't go through those tight holes and explode. We normally get sucked in by a defensive lineman animation or something like that. But I noticed there were a few times where you're actually able to squeeze through those holes and you're not getting sucked in every single time. So I thought that was kind of nice, but I like to call this Madden 21 and a half because a lot of features are still the same. There's a lot new tackling mechanics, which are pretty cool. But yeah, I'm sure you guys all seen it. Same old Madden in a lot of cases. So if you like the gameplay, make sure to hit that sub button for me, because I plan on bringing a lot more Madden content all year long. All right, let's go.
Take on Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs next on EA Sports.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bradley Pinion set to go. Boy, no shortage of intrigue in this one. And the BUCS and the Chiefs are underway from Kansas City. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
Another big year from arguably the best quarterback in the NFL. And while we enjoy his excellence, let's not take it for granted. He threw for over 4,700 yards, second only to Deshaun Watson, 38 touchdown passes, and led the Chiefs back to the Super Bowl while completing a career-high 66% of his passes. He did have a toe injury during the playoffs that hobbled him, and he had off-season surgery to correct that. We expect this guy to continue to be magnificent.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, Big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, the return is Mickens. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So here the Bucs backed up to start their initial drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continue to stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
And Mike Evans has been the model of consistency and excellence. 7 years in the league. He's been a 1,000-yard receiver 7 times, the first guy in league history to do that. And he makes another catch there for a first down.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And Chris Godwin, one of those great unselfish players. Remember, he gave up his uniform number to Tom Brady when he got to town. He's kind of known as the 1B to Mike Evans 1A in this Tampa Bay pecking order among receivers. He makes a nice catch there. And there's a familiar sight. Rob Gronkowski making a catch for a first down. And remember, Gronk said he was done in 2019, was out of football after retiring from the Patriots. But Brady asked if he'd run it back with him in Tampa, and he answered the call. Gronk earned his 4th ring with the win in Super Bowl 55, a game in which he scored 2 touchdowns.
Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now a play fake, Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 34 yards. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point put through by Succop.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15,
Keeping that going.
and he feels like he can get it done.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
45, Mike, 45.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. The one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. To return is Jadon Mickens. The BUCS offense set to begin their next possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Fournette, a first down carry. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Fournette on the counter. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Jones again. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Extra point try now for Succop. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the BUCS going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Mickens to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Brady now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Man open is Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. The return is Mickens. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The return is Mickens. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Oh, now Godwin with a chance to run it. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And that's a good catch there for a first down by Antonio Brown. And in his career, at one point, he had 6 straight seasons over 100 catches. Not putting up those types of numbers now, but continues to be a favorite of Tom Brady, who recruited him originally to New England and most recently to Tampa.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And here's Jones again on second down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Shifts by him. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. On second down, here's Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Mahomes going to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. The BUCS offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
On second down, here's Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll run it with Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The give is to Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now they're in the hurry up. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Fournette. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now he'll throw with Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From his end zone is Byron Pringle.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Mahomes to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Mahomes now on first down. Connecting with Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 48 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. That time a 6-play drive. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Brady going to throw here. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Brady. Forced out to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
A gain of 3, second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down. On third down, here's Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it?